For the 3-game series in Houston, I'm not very confident about it at all because I'm expecting after today's game occurred, Mike Trout getting hit in the hand by an 81-mile-an-hour slider, X-rays negative, reported day-to-day, according to Angels PR on Twitter. So with Mike Trout being out day-to-day, I expect Trout to miss at least 2 of the 3 games in this series. If he plays tomorrow, that'll be an Easter miracle. But I don't think he's going to play at all in this series, and if he does, it's going to be the day game on Wednesday. So the pitching matchups for Game 1, it's going to be Michael Lorenzen against Luis Garcia. Not that Luis Garcia. That's the Nationals prospect Garcia. I think he's actually on the Padres now. Not that Luis Garcia. That's the veteran Luis Garcia who pitched for us a few years ago. Okay, now you're just being crazy. Come on, give me the right image of Luis Garcia. That's the guy from soccer. Come on. Show me the image of the Astros Luis Garcia. There you go. That's the Luis Garcia I'm talking about. Luis Garcia, the Astros version, we had good success against last year, despite the fact that he had a stretch where he looked really good, especially when he was getting 2 strikes on hitters. Luis Garcia, who wears number 77 on the back of his jersey, is no record and 0 ERA. He is looking to have a good performance here against the Angels in Game 1. Michael Lorenzen had a wonderful Angels debut against the Miami Marlins. The pride of Cal State Fullerton holds a 1-0 record with a 1.5 ERA, and I hope he can execute his pitches really well, especially with the fastball and the cutter and the curve as well, and have a solid outing against Houston. For the second game on Tuesday at 5:10 p.m., it's going to be Patrick Sandoval taking on Framber Valdez, lefty against lefty for this matchup. Sandoval struggled a little bit, I think, in his start, and Framber Valdez, in his lone start this season, of course it was against us on opening day when I went to it, he destroyed us. Correct. And he went 1-0, and he is 1-0 currently with an ERA of .93. Valdez, with his 3 pitches, absolutely dominated us. He consistently mixed his pitches very well. He's just a workhorse on that mound, and I expect him to continue to be a workhorse against us as well. Sandoval has that elite changeup. I hope he can rebound with his control. He needs to have better command in order for him to have success against the relentless machine that is the Houston Astros. For the 3rd game of the series, the Battle of the O's. Shohei Otani against Jake Odorizzi. Jake Odorizzi is 0-1 with a 6.48 ERA. His last performance was not a good one. He got absolutely lit up by the Seattle Mendozas and was taken out early. He looks to rebound after that performance. Shohei Otani already is 0-2 on the season with a 7.56 ERA. Yikes! We would hate to see him go 0-3. That last start against the Texas Rangers was horrid, and he's going to need to rebound, so don't give up walks, and he's going to need to establish that fastball, and my hope is that he'll use the splitter a lot when he gets a 2-strike count, and he can bury it so the hitter does not have a chance to hit that ball, especially if it's going to be for a grand slam again. So Valdez, I said Valdez's ERA. Odorizzi, I said his ERA too. This is going to be a very tough series. If the Angels can win 2 of 3 in this series, that would be very, very good. But I unfortunately don't think it's going to happen.
Are you sure about that?
We'll talk about that in predictions. In players to watch, I would say that we need to keep an eye out for Uncle Mike, Michael Brantley. He has always had great career numbers against the Angels, and he proved to be very impactful in that series against us. I would also say we should keep our eye out for Alex Bregman. He destroyed us in that series, and yet I had thought we had seemingly managed to figure him out last couple of years, especially him being injured. Along with him, we should also watch for Yuli Gurriel, who always is an Angel killer. He has become a more patient hitter, and he always finds unique ways to destroy us. Kyle Tucker, another guy who loves Angel pitching. He's always a guy that I wish we could get out, and we always struggle to. So Tucker will be a very important asset for the Astros in this series, and, of course, the short and talented Jose Altuve. hopefully we can just keep striking him out. The most impactful players for the Angels, I expect Shohei Otani will be able to keep up his performance, especially against Luis Garcia. He's had good career numbers against Luis Garcia.
That is correct.
Let's also keep an eye out for Tyler Wade, especially if he's on base. He should be able to steal, but hopefully he doesn't try to do it too much because he seems to have been getting thrown out quite a bit.
Yep.
I'm going to also say that we need to keep our eye out for Taylor Ward. He had a pretty decent series against the Rangers, and I would also say to keep your eye out for Brandon Marsh. I expect him to get some playing time in 2 of these 3 games out in left field. Keep your eye on that solid plate discipline of his and that crazy beard. And then his teammate Joe Adell had some flashes in the Astros series. I hope he can continue to have good approach and be smart in the batter's box, get the bat through the zone and get a few base hits. The predictions, as much as I'd like to think that we're going to get 2 of 3, I honestly don't see it happening.
Are you sure about that?
Because the Astros just absolutely own us.
This is correct.
For the game against Garcia, I'm going to have the Angels losing this game, and it won't be a game that Lorenzen blows, but a game that I have our bullpen blowing, and the Angels are going to lose that game by a very tight 7-5 score. The game against the Valdez, Angels are going to get really blown out in that one because Sandoval especially struggles against Houston. Score is 8-3, and then Wednesday against Odorizzi, I think Otani can rebound, and the Angels will be able to win that game by a score of 5-4. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching it. Remember to click like and then subscribe if you have yet to do that. Comments below. Click the bell in the corner to be notified when new content's posted. Videos are going to be a bit late. I've been mired in college work, so this could take a little time, but I will be sure to get the video out to you. Have a good night. Stay safe. Go Angels. Let's get a win in Houston.